Hey guys, Miss Elliott here. We are ready to start our math lessons, and so fourth graders, I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do these because this is something new. So the first thing is anytime that it says directions, you need to make sure that you stop and read those. So this says do not put this in present mode. You won't be able to move pieces or type in the boxes if you do, so you need to leave it as it is. Next it says click on each slide in order and do what the instructions say. If you see a stop sign and a white play button, make sure to listen and watch the whole video. Do your best to answer the questions. If you accidentally delete something, hit the undo button. The undo button is right here, and it even says undo underneath it. And if that doesn't work, you can email me if it's something that you can't fix. But if it's just a text box, and I know sometimes we accidentally delete text boxes, you can go up here to insert, click it, and then click text box, and it will let you draw a new text box in there that you can type in. Okay? Alright. So the first slide says Activity 1, build and find area. Now this is my model, so your numbers will be different than this. And I'm not going to do the entire thing. I'm just kind of giving you a guide and showing you how to manipulate the pieces. So it says build 5 different rectangles with the given width below. Record the area of each rectangle in the table below. So I need to create a rectangle that is 5 tiles wide. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to drag little tiles over. And they don't even have to be on the screen because, you know, I can manipulate them. I don't even care about these, really. I want to know the numbers. So here's my 5 tiles wide. Just a second. Let me get one more. Okay, there's 5 tiles wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to say that this rectangle is 1 tile tall. Okay? Because I already have it built. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area. So to find the area, I count how many tiles are made inside. So I see 1, 2, I'm going to scoot these over, 3, 4, and it's okay if they're not perfect while we're building this. That's alright. So they're 5. My area, I'm going to click here, and I'm going to say my area is 5 units squared. And I'm just going to put SQ period for squared. Now I'm going to build another one that's 5 tiles wide. Well, I'm just going to add to this. It's quicker and easier that way. So I'm going to add another layer. Okay, so now 1, 2. These don't have to be perfect, but try to make sure they're not at least mangled. That way it's not hard for you to tell what's going on. Okay. Alright, so now I have a rectangle. Let me scoot this one over a tiny bit. That is 5 tiles wide and 2 tiles tall. So the area for it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 units squared. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to get this off and I'm going to say 10 units. SQ for squared. Okay, and it's okay if it puts it down below. And I'm going to continue this for my last 3 rectangles. Okay, then I'm going to move to the next one. I need to create one that's 6 tiles wide. So I'm just going to pull this one down here and add to it. And I'm going to move these for right now. Okay, so I now have a rectangle that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles wide and 1 tile tall. So the area is 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6 units. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put that my area is 6 units squared. Okay, and I'm going to continue for my other 4 rectangles. Again, I'm not doing all of these just because I'm just trying to show you how to manipulate the screen. So my next one is 7 tiles wide. So I'm going to pull one of these tiles down and I'm going to add to it. Now I have a rectangle that's 7 tiles wide and 1 tile tall. So I'm going to figure out what the area is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units squared. So I'm going to come down here and type 7 units squared. Okay, I'm going to add another layer, so I'm going to pull it down just like I did before. Again, these don't have to be perfect, but try to get them pretty close without taking forever. So this rectangle is going to be 7 tiles wide by 2 tiles tall. And I'm going to find the area, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 14 units squared and so on. Okay? So when you're done and you've done this for all 5 rectangles, all 5 rectangles and all 5 rectangles. You're going to come to the next screen, and it's going to say, explain what you notice. Now again, your numbers are different, but mine explain what you notice about the area with a width of 5. So I'm going to go back to my screen, and I'm going to look at my numbers here. Well, the first thing I notice is that they're multiples of 5. 5, 10. So I'm going to go back. Now here, oh, it doesn't have a text box. So remember what I told you? Go to Insert, Text Box, and just draw yourself a little text box in there. And then now I can type. So I'm going to say all the areas are multiples of 5. In other words, when I skip count by 5, I land on them. Okay? And so then I'm going to go down here and it says make a prediction of another area that could have a width of 5. So I'm going to insert a text box and I'm going to say another area that could have a width of 5 is 25. And the reason I know that is because 5 is a factor of 25, and 25 is a multiple of 5. So in other words, I can skip count by 5s and land on 25, just like my pattern was going here, okay? So you're going to do that for the rest of yours as well. Again, to insert a text box, go to Insert, Text Box, and then just draw your little text box in there, okay? Now when you're finished with these 3 slides, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go up here and you're going to click Share, and you're going to share it with me. Because you're not turning this in Google Classroom, you're actually sharing this, okay? All right.